Before the first man took his breath, God creation was already hiding a secret so powerful it would shape all of human history. Hidden truth. Bible whispers that we are not just dust, not just fragile flesh, but vessels carrying something far greater. What did God hide in the creation of humans? Was it free will, that dangerous gift that can raise us to heaven or drag us into the pit? Was it the mystery of suffering, a veil that conceals growth? Or was it the divine spark, a treasure in earthen vessels waiting to be revealed? From the very beginning, humanity has wrestled with this question. Why are we both majestic and broken? Why do we long for eternity while chained to mortality? The Bible's secrets speak of a hidden destiny, a purpose buried deep inside every soul. It is this paradox that keeps us awake at night, searching for meaning, aching for healing, desperate to understand the secret God wove into our being. In this journey, you will discover the unfinished creation story of mankind, the fragility of flesh, and the divine spark concealed within, the hidden struggle of desire and temptation, and the haunting mystery of suffering. You will see how free will is both a gift and a curse, how human creation story is not just about dust and breath, but about the hidden message in creation itself. So I ask you, what do you think God hid inside you? Is it a weakness meant to humble you, or a power waiting to rise? Share your thoughts in the comments, because this is a mystery too vast for one voice alone. And if this message touches your heart, like and subscribe to continue uncovering the biblical secrets revealed that could change how you see yourself forever. The gift of free will, hidden danger in the garden. From the dawn of time, the human creation story has been wrapped in both beauty and danger. God took dust, breathed his spirit, and formed a living soul. Yet hidden inside that miracle was the most dangerous gift, free will. It was not forced worship, not blind obedience, but the terrifying freedom to choose. This hidden truth Bible has whispered across the ages that the very thing that makes us human is also the thing that can break us. Adam and Eve stood in the garden surrounded by abundance, yet their hearts were drawn to the one thing forbidden. That is the power and peril of free will. It creates kingdoms and destroys them. It births love, yet unleashes betrayal. In your own life you know this tension. The choices you made in secret, the crossroads where temptation whispered, shaped everything that followed. Free will is the spark that makes you more than dust, but also the fire that can burn down your destiny. Think of the countless lives destroyed by one wrong decision, a leader corrupted by power, a family torn apart by greed, a heart scarred by betrayal. Yet free will also writes the greatest redemption stories. David's choice to repent turned his shame into psalms that still heal hearts today. The prodigal son's decision to return opened the floodgates of mercy. That is the paradox God hid in the creation of humans, the chance to rise higher than angels or to fall lower than beasts. The human creation story is not just about dust and breath. It is about the drama of choices that echo through eternity. The lesson is simple yet piercing. Every choice carries seeds of life or death. What seeds are you planting with your free will today? Comment your thoughts, because every soul wrestles with this mystery, and your story might awaken someone else's. Let this truth prepare us for the next hidden layer of God's design. The fragility of flesh, dust that longs for eternity. Beneath the spark of free will lies another secret God wove into humanity, the fragility of flesh. Though we carry the divine spark, our bodies are dust, beautiful yet breakable. Every wrinkle, every scar, every heartbeat reminds us that we are temporary. The hidden message in creation is that mortality is not an accident, it is part of the design. Dust to dust, ashes to ashes. Yet inside that fragile vessel burns an eternal longing. Why does a creature made of dust dream of forever? Why do we build monuments, write songs, and chase legacies if we know our flesh will fail? The Bible's secrets reveal that this tension was placed within us, so we would never mistake earth for our true home. Consider the lives of emperors and kings, men who conquered nations but could not conquer time. The mighty pharaohs built pyramids to defy death, yet their bones crumbled like any shepherd's. Modern celebrities spend fortunes to preserve youth, yet their names fade as quickly as their beauty. The fragility of flesh humbles the proud and softens the heart of the weary. It teaches us that every breath is a gift, every sunrise an unearned miracle. But it also forces us to face the truth. We are not gods. We are dust that longs for eternity, clay jars holding treasure not our own. This truth can heal if you let it. Instead of despairing over weakness, embrace it as a holy reminder that your worth is not in how strong your body is, but in the divine spark God placed within. The Apostle Paul said, "We have this treasure in earthen vessels to show that the surpassing power belongs to God and not to us." Your scars, your tears, your fragile humanity are not curses. They are signposts pointing to eternity. The human creation story is not meant to glorify the body, but to awaken the soul. Think about your own life. Have you ever watched someone you love slip away and felt the ache of mortality cut deep into your spirit? That pain is not meaningless. It is a teacher, a whisper that eternity is real. Have you ever faced your own weakness, your own illness, and realized how dependent you are on grace? That realization is a hidden gift. The fragility of flesh breaks our pride but opens our hearts to receive love. The lesson is clear. Fragility is not failure, it is design. To be human is to walk with both dust and divinity, weakness and wonder. And in that fragile frame lies the greatest mystery of all, how something so temporary can hunger for forever. This is the paradox God hid in the creation of humans, and it leads us to the next secret, the treasure concealed within our very being, waiting to be revealed. The divine spark, treasure in earthen vessels. Inside the fragile dust, God planted something the world cannot measure, the divine spark. It is the reason every human longs for greatness, why even the poorest child dreams of eternity, and why every soul knows, deep inside, that we are more than flesh and bone. The hidden truth Bible reveals is that humanity carries the very image of God, a reflection of heaven concealed in the clay of our bodies. That treasure is often invisible, hidden beneath scars, shame, or weakness, yet it is there, burning quietly like a hidden flame. This is why the human creation story is not just about dust. It is about glory disguised as ordinary. Think of a clay jar in the marketplace, cracked and plain, overlooked by all who pass by. Yet inside it, a jewel worth more than empires is hidden. That is you. That is me. We are earthen vessels holding eternity. The Bible's secrets remind us that God chose weakness so that His power would shine. The world says your worth is in beauty, money, or fame. But God whispers that the true treasure is His breath within you. This explains why even the broken can rise with courage, why the weary can inspire nations, and why the forgotten can become heroes of faith. Consider the story of Moses, a man with trembling lips, running from his past, yet carrying a spark so radiant that God used him to split seas and bring freedom to millions. Or Mary, a humble village girl chosen to carry the Messiah. In both stories, the treasure was hidden, invisible to human eyes, but undeniable in its impact. That spark is not reserved for prophets. It burns in you. The question is whether you will let it shine or bury it under fear. Comment your thoughts. Do you believe the divine spark is alive in everyone, or only in a chosen few? Your answer may challenge someone else's faith. The lesson here is clear. Do not despise the vessel, the cracks, the weaknesses, the flaws. They are not evidence of failure, but proof that light can shine through. Healing flows through broken places. Love radiates through open wounds, and God's glory bursts out of fragile lives. This divine spark calls us higher, reminding us that we are not accidents but carriers of eternity. And this leads us into another hidden mystery. The struggle within every heart, the battle between desire and temptation. The hidden struggle, desire and temptation. From the moment Adam and Eve reached for the forbidden fruit, humanity has been haunted by desire. God hid within us longings so powerful they can either elevate us to greatness or drag us into ruin. Desire for love, for power, for immortality, for meaning. These are not accidents. They are part of the design. But temptation twists desire, turning hunger into greed, passion into lust, ambition into pride. This hidden struggle is the battlefield of the soul, and every person knows its weight. Think of Cain, whose desire for approval turned into envy and ended in murder. Or King David, whose desire for beauty nearly destroyed his kingdom, but whose repentance brought songs of healing that still echo today. These stories are not relics of the past, they are mirrors of our present. Every time you stand before a choice, you feel that tension, the pull of what you want versus the whisper of what is right. This is the human creation story, written in real time, a hidden message in creation that we cannot ignore. In modern life, the same drama plays out. A businessman tempted to cheat, a spouse tempted to betray, a teenager tempted to give up on hope. The hidden truth Bible speaks of is that temptation is not sin, but yielding to it rewrites destinies. Yet in every temptation lies a doorway. Fall or rise. The same fire that can burn down a life can also refine it like gold. Your desires, when surrendered to God, become the fuel of greatness. Your love can build families, your ambition can build nations, your hunger for eternity can push you toward heaven. But left unchecked, the same desires can destroy. The lesson here is both haunting and healing. Desire is a test. It reveals who you are becoming. And temptation, though fierce, is not your master. It is your teacher. Every battle you face against temptation strengthens the divine spark within. Do not be ashamed of the struggle, for even Jesus himself was tempted. Instead, recognize that in your hidden struggle lies your greatest chance to grow. Ask yourself this: what desire has the strongest grip on your heart right now? Is it pulling you upward or pulling you down? Comment with honesty, for your struggle might set someone else free. Remember, the hidden struggle of desire and temptation is not proof of failure. It is proof that you are human, carrying both dust and divinity. And this struggle leads us into the next mystery: why suffering itself might be the veil that conceals our deepest growth. The mystery of suffering, a veil for growth. Suffering is the shadow every human fears, yet it may be the most sacred secret God placed in the creation of humans. The hidden truth Bible reveals is that pain is not punishment but preparation, a veil covering the deeper work of the soul. From Job's ashes to Joseph's prison, the human creation story is marked not by ease, but by endurance. When flesh is fragile and tears flow, something eternal is being shaped. It is in the furnace of suffering that character is refined, and the divine spark begins to glow brighter than ever before. Look around at the world, and you will see this pattern. The soldier scarred by battle, who learns compassion for the broken. The widow who transforms grief into a ministry of comfort. The addict who finds freedom in his lowest pit and becomes a voice of hope for thousands. Every scar tells a story of suffering that birthed strength. This is the mystery. God hides growth inside grief, strength inside weakness, beauty inside brokenness. Think of Jesus himself, the man of sorrows, acquainted with grief. Out of his wounds came the world's healing. If the Son of God carried a cross, why should we expect a crown without it? Suffering is not a detour. It is the narrow road that leads to transformation. It humbles the proud, softens the bitter, and awakens eternity in the weary heart. The lesson here is both haunting and healing. Do not despise the dark night of the soul. It may be the very soil where your deepest purpose takes root. Comment what pain has shaped you the most, because your story may heal someone else's wound. The mystery of suffering is not meant to break you, but to reveal who you truly are, a child of God, refined like gold. And from this hidden veil of pain, we move to another secret: humanity's unfinished creation. The unfinished creation, a hidden destiny. The human creation story is not complete. When God breathed into dust, he was not crafting a finished statue, but igniting a living journey. We are works in progress, clay still soft in the potter's hands. The hidden message in creation is that God left us unfinished so that we could grow, evolve, and become more like him. The Bible's secrets show this again and again. Abraham called out of his homeland, Israel tested in the wilderness, the apostles stumbling yet rising into bold witnesses. Every story is evidence that humanity is still under construction. This truth is powerful because it explains our constant tension. We long for eternity, but live in time. We hunger for perfection, yet stumble daily. That gap is not failure, it is design. God hid destiny within our weakness, so we would keep reaching higher. Just as a seed looks nothing like the tree it will become, so our present state does not reveal our eternal glory. You are not yet what you will be. That unfinished state is your greatest hope. Think of the caterpillar locked in a cocoon. To the untrained eye, it looks trapped, even dying, but hidden inside is a transformation so stunning it defies imagination. That is humanity. Every struggle, every setback, every unanswered question is part of the metamorphosis. One day, the cocoon will break, and the unfinished will become glorious. The lesson here is deeply healing. Stop judging yourself by today's cracks. Your story is not finished, your journey not complete. Even your failures are brushstrokes in a greater masterpiece. Comment if you believe humanity is still evolving towards something higher, because your voice matters in this conversation. The unfinished creation is not a flaw, but a promise. And as we hold this truth, we are ready to face the final question. What eternal secret did God hide in you, waiting to be revealed? From the very beginning, when God creation unfolded and the human creation story began, a secret was hidden deep within us. Dust was given breath, weakness was wrapped in strength, fragility was crowned with eternity. And all along, the hidden truth Bible speaks of is that we are not accidents. We are mysteries, vessels carrying light in the middle of darkness. This is why the Bible's secrets still ignite our souls, because they remind us that inside every heartbeat lies a treasure no eye can see. Think of how powerful this is. The human body is fragile flesh, yet it carries a divine spark. The free will inside you can create love or chaos, build hope, or destroy dreams. The mystery of suffering can feel unbearable, yet it hides the growth you never thought possible. The unfinished creation you are right now is not failure. It is destiny waiting to unfold. That is the hidden message in creation, and it is why your story matters. Every scar tells the world that you survived. Every tear you cried is a seed of strength planted deep within your soul. When you look in the mirror and see weakness, remember this truth. God chose to hide his greatest treasure in earthen vessels, so that even in your lowest moments, his light shines through your cracks. That divine spark is proof that you were made for eternity. This is why even in brokenness, even in grief, even in the wilderness of doubt, your heart still beats with a hunger for forever. Dust that longs for eternity is the most beautiful paradox of all, but here's the haunting question. What are you doing with the spark inside you? Are you burying it beneath fear, shame, or distraction, or are you fanning it into flame? This is where the story of Adam and Eve becomes personal. Their choice in the garden echoes in our choices today. Every time we stand at the crossroads of desire and temptation, the hidden struggle continues. Every time we endure pain, the mystery of suffering presses us toward growth. Every time we fall, the unfinished creation inside us whispers that the story is not over. The Bible's secrets are not dusty words in an ancient book. They are alive, pulsing, breathing, ready to awaken your soul. The human creation story is your story, and the hidden truth Bible reveals is that you are not defined by failure. You are defined by potential. You are not chained by weakness. You are crowned with possibility. You are not just dust. You are dust kissed by divinity. And that means no matter where you are right now, whether standing in victory or crawling through despair, your story is still sacred. I want you to let this sink in. You are unfinished, but you are unstoppable when you align your choices with the light inside you. You are fragile, but you are unforgettable in the eyes of heaven. You are tempted, but you are not defined by temptation. You are defined by what you overcome. You are suffering, but your suffering is shaping something eternal that cannot be taken away. And one day, the cocoon of weakness will break, and what God hid in you will shine brighter than the stars. So now I ask you, what do you believe God hid in you? Do you think it is weakness, meant to humble you, or strength, meant to lift others? Do you see your scars as curses, or as proof that you were chosen to carry something eternal? Comment below, because your words might unlock healing for someone else who is watching in silence. This is not just a video. This is a conversation that could change lives. If this message has touched your soul, if it has helped you see your story with new eyes, I invite you to stay connected. Like this video, subscribe for more Bible storytelling that dives into the hidden truths of human creation, and share this with someone who needs to remember their worth. And if you feel this video has brought light into your darkness, if it has healed even a small wound in your heart, I gently invite you to support this journey, not with obligation, but with love. Any energy you choose to give back, whether through your time, your prayers, or any way you feel led, is a gift beyond measure. Every act of support is fuel that allows me to keep sharing the biblical secrets revealed, to keep creating words that heal, and to keep building a place where hearts can find hope. Thank you with all my heart for being here, for listening, for seeking truth. Remember this always. You are not just dust. You are dust infused with divinity. You are not just fragile. You are a treasure hidden in an earthen vessel. And no matter how broken you feel, what God hid in you is greater than anything the world could ever take away. Hold on to that, live it, and let your life be the proof of the hidden message in creation. That humanity was designed not just to survive, but to shine with eternity,